Well, it is true that at the moment the military of the Russian forces are much more successful than they were in March when the G7 last met. And I think that is one of the main reasons why the G7, why in the next few days NATO meets in order to get the Western act together to agree on more weapons, on more ammunition for Ukraine. Because at the moment it's looking much less good than a few months before. I don't think it is, or I think it's premature to say the Russians have already won the war. As we just heard, there are also lots of problems within the Russian forces. The Russians are running out of ammunition as well, as do the Ukrainians. There are lots of problems which in the Russian economy, the Russian high technology area. The semiconductors, for example, have been banned, and the Russians find it very difficult to equip their forces with these semiconductors and that technology. So what we, I think, are heading for is for the next few weeks, we'll probably see that the Russians will make greater success, more success, but that in the end, the Ukrainians will also be able to push back, at least to some extent, the Russians, as they are supported new weaponry from the West and ammunition. So in the next few months, I would expect a stalemate, that neither side will be winning the war. Of course, you can argue that the Russians have already conquered, I think it's 10% of Ukrainian territory, can be regarded as a success. And that is true to some extent. But Ukraine is adamant that the Russians need to be pushed back to the line of February 2022. And the West so far agrees with that. And I think the G7 meeting was also there to make sure that there is unanimity among the Western ranks, that there are no calls for negotiating with Putin at this stage and leaving Putin in possession of his conquered territory. And if Russia were to win the war and simply capturing that territory by force, that of course would send out a very poor signal to the rest of the world. Basically, you can make war, you can win, and everyone gives in. And I think that should not be the signal which the world will get from this war.